I know that he was going to be a great addition to our LDLCW community, and I know that he was going to make an impact in our community. So while I was mentoring him, he passed on everything that he's learned from me to other sailors who are also aspiring to be LDLCW, because that was my task to him, to make sure that even if you just put it on, you're already looking for your relief. That's what we do. We look for our relief. And it was on this very same stage, same carrier, but on that side, where I ministered the oath of commission to Ben. And here I am 10 years later, I'm talking to you about his retirement. So it's a great honor, Ben. Thank you for speaking. I remember the outgoing chief at the time in our squadron days when I was leaving. I told the chief, you're going to be in good hands. But then the chief told me, you're lucky, they don't get better than Ben. He can be demanding, aggressive, but wise, and leads from the front. He has true respect for down the chain. Ben built a great admin team. The admin team and our mentality became a reflection of Ben. You can look at any Navy leadership manual about what a leader should be, and it will say technical expert, manager, leader, mentor, communicator. Ben has all this, but his strongest, most important admired attribute is the sailor's dedication to our Navy. He trains hard, he never quits, he masters the basics, and possesses a brilliant mentality that is not arrogant or shallow, but a confidence attained through long, arduous, disciplined preparation, and attention to detail. Ben, you asked for this flyby, so I'm going to do it. He cultivated and developed this among our team, more importantly amongst young sailors, who despite mistakes were worthy of working with because of what he felt they could bring when he counted. This mentality became the essence of our team, and many sailors found themselves in him and what they could do. What they could do. He fired them up, he motivated them, and he tried to call him their leader and to be associated with them. Now, I served in the Navy for 33 years, and the best 2 years of that was with Ben. He lives by our core values, and his can-do attitude is part of his ethos. Not only does he greatly expand the realm of possible with inability to achieve results, but he achieves outstanding results with a great attitude and spirit. I was motivated, I was challenged, and I was excited to work with him every day. He inspired me to be a better leader and to measure up to what he and our sailors deserve. He was a great member of my team through the good and the challenging times, and it was a great honor being associated with him. So, Ben, for the past 18 years, your spirit and positive attitude never ceased to amaze me. Whatever you needed, you did. We needed, you did it. Without hesitation, he fulfilled. Think of his career, the mid-watches, the nights working around the clock, the deployments, the crisis weather, the casualties corrected, the dangers, the near misses, the holidays away, and the family separation. It takes an extraordinary person to do all of it. A person you can entrust with any responsibility. You will do it. Today, he's retiring. He's going to join my ranks, and it's good. Your flawless performance, Ben, your extraordinary advancement and achievement in the medical profession, and your great contribution to this nation cannot be overemphasized. I do not think anyone will forget you. They'll remember you in the legacy you leave behind. You have been an inspiration and a role model to young sailors. This commands a better place of your work here, and the Navy and many of its sailors are better off for your example. Today's standard is a testament to Ben's 25 years of service, and for all of you witnessing this is your example. He is the standard. He is the benchmark to measure up against. Ben, you have done what you've done for the Navy by the people. You have developed the standard that sustains us today until the next section. For Ben's family, Catherine, I appreciate the love you gave Ben, the support you provided his career for over the years. I've said it before, the wives, in many ways, have the hard job. You know, my wife asked me if I hadn't given interest in Ben back in our squadron days, did I think he would make it this far? My answer would be no. Because at that time, he told me he didn't think he was going to stay in. I hope that any young man with the same odds discovers Ben's story, that anything is possible if you surround yourself with good people. Catherine, you're one of those good people. And Ben would not be here today if it wasn't for you. To Ben Jr., I know you don't know me, but that's okay. But I feel like I know you. When you work with somebody every day, you get a feel for what is important to you. Bob's very proud. Loves you. To Ben's parents, Boone, Auntie Rosalie, Sister Rena, I want to thank you also for the love and support you gave Ben throughout his service. The former commanding officer once mentioned to me it's a description of the Navy Memorial, Washington, D.C. Those on the home front are also called to serve. With many tough times and hard decisions in their way, this family exemplifies what it means to serve. Not just for Ben himself, for the entire family, as they too have made many sacrifices. I think if you asked them on balance, I think it was all worth it. So Ben, as you head up to the next chapter of your life, you take to do what everybody desires. Deep respect of your profession, a great family, and the satisfaction that you have made a huge difference. So allow me, Ben, to thank you, wife Catherine, son Ben Jr., your parents again, Tribune, Auntie Rose, and your family, for your example and inspiration. I wish you all the best and hope that life after the Navy brings more happiness and spend closer to home. Sailors gathered around here today, and I salute you all. And I wish you and your family fair winds and calm. As they used to say in Star Trek, may you live long and prosper. Thank you.
Thank you all. Satrasook from the center. Will military guests please rise? All military personnel, attention to award. The President of the United States takes pleasure in presenting the Meritorious Service Medal to Lieutenant Commander Benjamin R. Satrasook, United States Navy, for services set forth in the following. For outstanding meritorious service, Staff Administrative Officer, Fleet Logistics Multi-Mission Wing from December 2021 to October 2025. Lieutenant Commander Satrasook's vision, inspirational leadership, and relentless drive have left a profound CMP 22 Bravo. He has fully led a team of 7 officers across 13 administrative programs, 12 subordinate units, over 1,100 sailors. His meticulous oversight ensured the timely and accurate processing of 1,525 pieces of correspondence, 44 awards, 77 directed reviews, and 260 evaluations and fitness reports. As the M1 department head, he also directed the Career and Information Program, Personnel Security Program, First Lieutenant Division, contributing to consecutive retention excellence awards. An outstanding score on the 2023 Navy Security Program inspection, successful return of sailors to full duty status. His commitment to sailor readiness and quality of life was further demonstrated through his prioritization of the Chief of Naval Operations Get Real, Get Better Sailor Pay Initiative. His efforts ensured that pay and personnel issues were swiftly addressed, allowing sailors to focus fully on mission execution without unnecessary administrative burdens. Superior performance of duty reflects the culmination of 25 years of honorable, dedicated service. Lieutenant Commander Satrasook's exceptional professionalism, perseverance, and loyal devotion to duty reflected great credit on him and upheld the highest tradition of his naval service. For the President, DL Cheever, Vice Admiral, For the guests, please be seated. Following our various letters and certificates, Lieutenant Commander Satrasook has received an appreciation for his 25 years of honorable, faithful service. From the President of the United States of America, Lieutenant Commander Benjamin Satrasook, I extend to you my personal thanks and the sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with devotion to duty and the spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of military service. Your commitment and dedication have been an inspiration for those who will follow in your footsteps. And for all Americans who join me today in saluting you for a job extremely well done. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, Bill Clinton, former Commander-in-Chief. Lieutenant Commander Satrasook is also receiving letters from President Donald Trump and former Presidents Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and George W. Bush. Lieutenant Commander Satrasook will receive gifts from Fleet Logistics Multi-Mission Wing Wardroom and Admin Department. Captain Brenner will now present Lieutenant Commander Satrasook's wife and son with certificates of appreciation. Ushers, please escort them to the stage. Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Navy. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. This is to certify that Catherine and Benjamin, by the authority vested in me, it is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation of the United States Navy to you for enduring the frequent and long separation from your husband and father as he served our country. These months, indeed years, that he spent away from you constitute a clear and noble demonstration of his love for his family. You see, he left you in order to ensure that you inherited a safer world, a sure peace. To those who say a single man cannot make a difference, I say, your husband and father did. They made our Navy stronger and kept our nation safe. With his service to the Navy now complete, he will be able to spend more time with you in the future. The United States Navy thanks you and your husband, father, and grandfather for enduring these separations. Given this third day of October 2025, signed Captain Christopher R. Brenner, Commander, Fleet Logistics Multi-Mission. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce Ben Satrasook.
You mean I have to talk?
1 minute, sir.
It's like I have many sheets of paper here to read. Um, it's good seeing everybody. See a lot of old familiar faces. Julio, I see you in the back. Uh, Marcus, I saw Marcus. Yeah. Oh yeah, Rudy. Good to see you guys. Peter. Old friend Sam. Sari. First off, I just want to say thank you to Cleo for hooking us up with the nice beverage station. And thank you to Uncle Art uh, sang a good rendition of the national anthem. All right. First and foremost, I want to thank each of you for being here today to share this moment with me and my family. This day is not only about closing a chapter in my Navy career, but also celebrating the journey, the people, and the memories that made these 25 years truly meaningful. And we couldn't have picked a better place than in, well, I said sunny, but it's not too sunny right now. It's actually perfect weather. San Diego, on the flight deck of a mighty warship that has tons of history, the USS Midway. As you know, this is also the same ship that I commissioned as a naval officer 10 years ago. And a lot of you were here for that. I want to extend my sincere gratitude to those who made today's ceremony possible. To our presiding officer, Captain Brenner, thank you, sir, for your kind words and for taking the time to be here. Your presence makes this day even more significant. Also, thank you for letting me wear the rank of Lieutenant Commander for this special day. It means a lot to me and my family. I would say out of the 3 Commodores that I had the pleasure to serve, you are my favorite one. Just a little backstory for the crowd. I was selected to promote to Lieutenant Commander last year, but I decided to decline it in order to retire uh, because I would have to do 3 years this pay grade. So why not stay in? Everybody asks. Let's just say that God has different plans for me and my family, and it was destined for this day to happen. To our guest speaker and my career mentor, John Mangley, I am deeply honored by your words and humbled by your perspective. Thank you for reminding us all why service and sacrifice matter. Thank you so much for guiding me in my naval career. Who would have thought when I met you when I was a young YN2 that I would progress to become a chief petty officer and then a commissioned officer? I remember wanting to get out the Navy at my 8-year mark after making first class, and just like a big brother, you steered me in the right direction. My family and I are forever grateful for you. To our master of ceremonies and my good friend Lewis, thank you, brother, for steering us through today's ceremony with professionalism, warmth, and just the right touch of humor. I met Lewis while with the Seabees at Naval Mobile Construction Battalion 3 at Port Hueneme, California, during my first officer tour. We were the only 2 LDOs and prior chiefs in the battalion that deployed to Okinawa, and I'm glad you were here with me. You guided me through the wardroom, a group of weird and nerdy officers that I wasn't used to being around. No offense to anybody here. I was used to being around old salty chiefs, just like Julio there in the back. That would cuss each other out for no good reason. But it turns out that these young 20-year-old officers came to us seeking advice on how to navigate the Navy and life in general. I felt a purpose, not only to do my job, but to guide these shipmates through rough seas and uncertainties. A huge shout out to my ceremony coordinator. Where are you? Okay. Y1 Nelson. Yeah. Thank you for your hard work behind the scenes, ensuring every detail came together so smoothly. I know I said I was going to make it easy for you. Actually, I told her that I just wanted to be invited and just show up. I know it didn't really happen, so sorry if I was a pain in the ass. To everyone who contributed to this ceremony in any way, whether you helped set up, offered support, or simply showed up, thank you. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the veterans here. A lot of them are family members who have retired 20 plus years in the Navy. Raise your hands. Master Chief. Yes. You have paved the way for those who have followed. Your service, your sacrifices, and your example have been a guiding light. Today I stand here because of the paths you cleared before me. I look forward to joining your ranks so that we can talk about which medication works the best and how to get extra disability pay, like Sam. I joined the Navy from Maryland after barely graduating high school and then trying college for a year. Well, the college thing didn't really work out, and I started getting into a little bit of trouble. Sorry, mom and dad, if I'm bringing back old bad memories. If you are familiar with Asian parents, then you would know what a tiger parent is. Google it if you don't know. So I decided I wanted to do something with my life and join the Marine Corps. Hoorah. Or the men's club, as a Marine recruiter referenced it. But after a brief screening of my medical record, I was found to be unfit to be a Marine. So the Navy called me next, and after my quick meeting with the recruiter, where he showed me pictures of his last Westpac deployment, but it was only during port visits and partying. Why are you smiling there, Joe? Let's just say my recruiter lied to me. Anyways, I left for boot camp 2 weeks later, and the rest was history. The Navy has been the best thing that has happened to me, and I am terrified to become a civilian. Who's going to tell me that my audiogram is overdue, or my cyber awareness training is expired? Who will test my physical fitness every year? Who will tell me to update my NFAS twice a year? How much does health insurance cost? Who will draw smiley faces and diagrams on my plan of the week in green ink? Deputy Knight. All of these questions that none of us has thought of while serving, because the Navy had it all taken care of. I won't miss department head meetings first thing on a Monday morning. Maybe Commodore can change that. Thank you to my family and friends. Your love and encouragement have carried us through every deployment, every watch, every PCS move, and every challenge. We have leaned on your support more times than we can count. The Navy has given us lifelong friends who we've made in every duty station we've been to. Thanks to Sam and Iris for making us honorary Guamanians. Are Filipinos from Guam considered Chamorro? Anyway, half a day. To my parents, thank you for instilling me the values of hard work, discipline, and integrity. Everything I've accomplished started with the foundation you gave me. Thank you, Nia. Actually, my dad, who was never in the military, used to inspect my bedroom for cleanliness when I was a child every Sunday. In fact, I can still hear the Frank Sinatra music playing in the background while he was cleaning the fish tanks. When I would confidently tell him that my room was clean and up to standard, he would run his finger along the baseboard and show me all the dust that I missed. Kind of like a white glove inspection in the barracks. So when I joined the Navy, I was always ready. Thank you for staying healthy long enough to see me retire. Who wants to see my sister cry? To my sister Rena and her family, thank you you for traveling all the way from Pennsylvania to be here. I know I haven't been the best brother growing up, and I know you got all heartbroken when I left for the Navy. But I was fortunate to be around when my niece Calista was born, even for a very short period of time. I want to say she was born on a Sunday, and then I had to leave the next day to drive from East Coast to West Coast for my next duty station. However, I missed both of my nephews' births, Colin and Griffin. I know it's a bit late, but just know that I will be around for every important event or milestone from now on. All right. To my son, Ben Jr., you've grown up with a parent in uniform, and I know that hasn't always been easy. You've handled the missed birthdays, the long separations, and uncertainty with strength and understanding beyond your years. I am so proud of the young man you've become. Ben is on his last semester in college for his bachelor's degree in physical therapy, and he will move on to get his doctorate degree to become a licensed physical therapist. Couldn't be more proud of you, son. To my wife, Catherine, there are not enough words. You've been the constant through the chaos, the deployments, the moves, the unknowns. I never faced them alone because of you. You are my partner in every way, and none of this would have been possible without your strength, patience, and love. You stood by me through every storm, every late night call, and every duty. You've kept our family strong and our home grounded and my heart whole. You are the reason I was able to serve with full spirit and clear mind. Thank you for being my anchor and for always pushing me to reach my full potential. Because of you, our family will have a better quality of life for years to come. I look forward to traveling with you, traveling the world as a civilian with no restrictions today. No more routing Oconus leave requests 45 days out. Also, thank you for teaching me to be emotionally available and present. Well, I'm still working on that one. Thank you to Mama and Papa Bisco for creating such a wonderful, caring, and generous woman. No, I'm still not crying. Just got allergies. To my sailors, chiefs, and fellow officers, I've had the honor to serve alongside. You've been more than shipmates. You've been family. And I say family because family will always be there for you through thick and thin. I know this because on deployments, these groups of people from all walks of life are all you have. You can spot a group of service members at a restaurant or bar in a foreign country, not by their haircuts and clean shave, but by their outfits. Nowhere in the civilian world where you ever see a cowboy hat, outfit from FUBU, skinny jeans, and a spiked collar with the same group of people. They are all that they have. As a prior enlisted sailor of 15 years, I've always had the pleasure of paying it forward. Whether it be through a record review, mentorship, re-enlistment, or interview appraisal, I have always wanted to make sure that my relief is trained and ready to lead the greatest Navy in the world. And before we wrap up this ceremony, and I head to the store to get milk one last time, I want to recognize two of my sailors who I think will be a great officer and chief petty officer one day. And I am confident that they are trained and ready. YN1 Nelson and YN1 Ferguson. Front and center. I will be giving YN1 Nelson my ensign bars and YN1 Ferguson my chief anchors for my choker lights.